make some muffins, and I'm teaching you this because some of you have been really wishing you had a grain mill. We are in the middle of shutdown and people are having issues with their budget stretching. And so everyone is learning what I've been trying to teach you for the last 15 years is we need to learn how to mill our own grain and get the nutritional benefit from it. It's extremely economical, but you have to have a mill. Well, today I'm going to teach you how to make muffins without milling your grain first. We're going to actually start with the kernels of grain and we're going to turn them into muffins, and we're not going to touch a mill. These are going to be good, and I hope you learn a lot from this lesson today. So I'm going to teach you some cooking tips, I'm going to teach you nutrition tips, and most importantly, we're going to get to enjoy some blender banana muffins. Are you ready? All right. I'm Annette Reeder, the Biblical Nutritionist, and welcome to my kitchen. It is always a joy to invite you in and to share with you God's recipe for excellent health. And I love reading your comments. So be sure and comment down below. What recipe would you like me to teach you? What cooking tip do you need to know? Do you know how to cook? Would you like to learn more how to cook? And be sure and hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it, because the next videos coming up are going to be how to stock a pantry so that you're always prepared to make what you need when you need it. Some blender banana muffins. I'm going to share with you the recipe down below. And I'm also going to share with you the cookbook that I found this in. And it's a cookbook that I went to when I first started eating healthy. And they're by Sue Gregg, and so I'll put that down below so that you can learn from her. Is we're going to throw our ingredients into the blender. We're going to go ahead and throw our milk. You can use a buttermilk. You can use a nut milk. I'm actually using an oat milk today. It calls for honey. Now honey could be maple syrup, it could be molasses, it could be sucanat, whatever you want. It's your sweetener. We're going to add to this some bananas. So it's basically about 2/3 to a cup of chopped bananas, which is about 1.5 regular sized bananas. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of very softened butter. I'm going to add some cinnamon and nutmeg. Like I said, I will put the link to the recipe down below. Then I'm going to add 1 1/3 cups of grain. Now the grain can be whatever you want it to be. It could be wheat, it could be kamut, it could be spelt, it could be amaranth, it could be millet, it could be barley. So you could use whatever grain you want, whatever you have on hand, and it will work for this recipe. Now what we're going to do is we're going to blend it at a medium speed for 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes, and then we're going to set it aside until tomorrow morning. All right, let's blending it for 3 minutes. Now sometimes with the Vitamix you may look at it and think, well, it's just really not spinning or mixing, because it can create its own air pocket. So it helps to stop it, kind of stir it up, shake it, whatever, vary the speed, and then that way you break up that air pocket and it'll continue mixing as well as it should. Now this has to sit overnight. Now the good news is it really didn't take us that long to mix this up. Now we let it sit overnight, and in the morning we just blend it up and make our muffins, and we're good to go. So here I've already made a batch. I made it in my other favorite blender, which goes on top of my Bosch mixer. So this I mixed up last night so that we can kind of see the before and after. And I'm just going to blend it just a little bit. It off, and we're going to go ahead and add now our salt, our baking powder, and our baking soda. Baking powder and baking soda are leavening agents because we like it to be nice and fluffy and rise. I'm going to add 1 of our fresh farm eggs. Now I like nuts, and now typically with banana bread and banana recipes, the nut that goes with it is walnuts, and that's delicious. I get it. But my favorite nut is pecans, so I'm going to add some very finely chopped pecans to my muffins. We're going to mix this up, pour it in the trays, bake it, and whoop, we're done. speed it up just a little bit by getting some of those ingredients down, because as it sat overnight, the grain really absorbed all of that moisture. You can see we have lots of moisture in this. Well, sitting overnight, it absorbs all of that. So I'm just going to speed it up just for the purpose of the video timing. All right, now let's mix it up again. I really want that salt, baking powder, and baking soda to be very well mixed. The beauty of using a scoop is all my muffins will be the same size. They'll be uniform, which means they'll bake evenly. I won't have some burned and some underdone, which can happen when I just eyeball it. So this works really well. Now you may wonder, what about putting bananas in the night before? No problem. This is still going to be very delicious. It's got the great banana flavor. I can smell it. And whoops, that one's going to be a little bit extra. We're going to go ahead and put these in the oven, and then we're going to see how they turn out. These smell delicious. Oh, I wish you were here in my kitchen right now so I could serve these to you. So we've got our blender banana muffins. Oh my goodness, they smell so, so good. Thank you for watching me, and I remember this is going to save you money by using your own berries, your own grain, and it's going to taste delicious. Your gut is going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Your brain is going to say I like this, and your family is just going to say, how come you're so much healthier? How come you're so much happier? It's because you're eating God's recipe for excellent health, and it works. It totally works, and these are going to taste amazing. So here you go. Annette Reeder, the Biblical Nutritionist. Remember, I'm serving you God's recipe for excellent health, and it's delicious. Okay, it really is. Thanks for watching.